everyone, to week 2 in the CCBC here at soggy Norbrock Stadium, where the 2-2 TRU Wolfpack take on the 1-3 Edmonton Collegiate Hawks. TRU are coming off a loss in their most recent game, a heartbreaker in 10 innings to the Calgary Dinos, who to bounce back here tonight against the Edmonton Collegiate Hawks, who had the unfortunate task of taking on the CCWS champions UFP Cascades last week. Squeaked out a win, and I believe they are 1-3 after that series. They come in here fresh off the bus, and like I said, Norbrock a little bit soggy, lots of rain today. The team has done a great job here at TRU at trying to get this field in a playing position to make this game go ahead. And you can probably see from the camera feed, it's a little bit patchy. That is just where it was wet. If you had seen it earlier, you would be very appreciative of the work done here by the boys today to get this game, or this field, sorry, into game shape. Starting on the mound today for the TRU Wolfpack will be Zach Robinson. His battery mate will be Lucas Miracle. Looks like starting at third base will be Carter Spencer. Shortstop Gabe Powell. Second base is Jacob Anchor, and then over at first base looks like Simon Crossfield. Left field looks like it's Hunter Fanshaw. Center field will be Riley Hay, and right field will be Jared Sucro, and we're about to throw the first pitch here on Friday Night Baseball. Strike one to the batter. Swing and miss for strike two. Robinson up quickly in the count here, 2-0 on the Edmonton batter. Swing and miss, 3 pitches, 3 strikes. And Robinson quickly retires the leadoff hitter for Edmonton. Fourth strike in a row thrown by Robinson. Called strike on the Edmonton batter. Number 23, Braden Morris, is the batter for Edmonton. And low for ball one, so count even at 1-1 to the batter, Morris. Robinson catches the outside edge on that pitch, taking the count to 2 strikes, 1 ball. And swing and a miss. Drop, third strike, but Miracle will throw it to cross field easily for the out. And the Wolfpack quickly have 2 away here on the top of the first inning. Edmonton batter looks like a lefty, number 41, Bradley Jolie, up to the plate for the Collegiate Hawks. Be a chop foul towards the TRU dugout for strike one. And Jolly lays down a bunt, well foul. And Jolly will be down 2 strikes in the count here.
Petrie, the big gate. What was the thing he won?
We have foul ball into the TRU bullpen. Count remains 2 strikes on the batter. 2 away here in the top of the first, no score. That'll be a grounder towards the second baseman. Jacob Anker fields it cleanly over to first for the out. And TRU retires aside. 3 up, 3 down. Score going into the bottom of the first. 0-0. Something TRU hopes to change here shortly. Oh, jeez. All right, leading off the bottom of the first with TRU WolfPack is the TRU third baseman Carter Spencer. Spencer watches the first pitch come in high for ball 1. Who was inside for ball 2. pitch is outside edge for strike one. So 2 balls, 1 strike to Spencer, the batter.
1 to 130. No, I meant like you have 5 balls. Oh.
Spencer swinging a miss, evening the count at 2-2. So it looks like the pitcher is number 27, Brendan Lupke for Edmonton. And low and away in the dirt, so the count is full to Spencer. Spencer takes the walk. So the center fielder, Riley Hay, up to bat. Runner on first, that's Spencer Hay. The center fielder's having a great start to the season, batting .400 so far. Spencer taking a conservative lead at first there. And the pitch will be low and inside. They'll get away from the catcher ever so slightly, but not enough to make Spencer go. That brings the count to 1 ball, no strikes to Hay. Ooh, low. So low and inside to Hay. Catcher did a great job picking that out of the dirt, actually, which actually created a scenario. Spencer was looking to see if it was going to be loose and might have tried to take the base a second, but when the catcher came up cleanly picking it out of the dirt, it turned into a back pick situation. Spencer had to scramble back, made it back by the hair on his chinny chin. So Riley Hay goes back to work with 2 balls, no strikes. Spencer the runner on first, 0-0 tied here just in the bottom of the first. And Hayes going to chop that one to third. Third baseman does a nice job picking that. Would have been, in all likelihood, fair had it gone over him. So Hay a little bit unlucky there. The third baseman doing a nice job pulling that one down. That brings up the right fielder, Jared Sucro.
European warrior.
Music's down, you can't even talk.
Pardon? I don't control the music. I don't control the music. These guys over here. I'm a totally separate entity. You have to talk to them.
Depends which team you're cheering for, sir.
That'll be high and inside to Sucro for ball 2. So in the bottom of the first, we got Spencer, the runner, on first, 1 away, and Sucro, the right fielder, up to bat. That'll be low, almost in the dirt. Catcher does a nice job staying in front of it. That keeps Spencer at first, but that takes Sucro to a 3-0 count.
Not you, Jared. I agree.
Looked a little bit inside, but it must have caught the edge.
Hey.
Umpire calls it strike 1, so 3 balls, 1 strike to Sucro. That'll be outside for ball 4. Catcher tried to frame it nicely, but couldn't quite bring that over far enough. So Sucro to first now on the walk. Spencer takes the trot down to second. That brings the first baseman, Simon Crossfield, up to bat for the TRU Wolfpack. Crossfield with a swing and a miss for strike 1. Crossfield, of course, coming off a big game against the Dinos on Sunday where he hit a shot over the right field fence to tie the game up late. Definitely a threat to go deep. And with 2 on, he would love nothing more. Spencer takes his lead at second. Sucro's lead at first. Crossfield settles in. And Lepke with the pitch. And a swing and a miss for strike 2. The umpire calls time. So Brendan Lepke, the Edmonton pitcher on the mound, will reset. He's got runners behind him at first and second. He's got up 2 strikes, no balls on the batter, Simon Crossfield. It'll be high and outside for ball 1. So 1 ball, 2 strikes on Crossfield. And Crossfield puts that one back to the screen, keeping the count at 1 ball, 2 strikes. So good speed on the bases right now with Spencer at second and Sucro at first. Crossfield battling at the plate here. Runners are going. And Crossfield gets run up for strike 3. The runners advance on the double steal. The catcher actually dropped the ball. So there is no throw made down to second or third. So uncontested steals by Spencer and Sucro put them both in scoring position with Gabe Powell, the shortstop, up to plate. The ball gets away from the catcher, but he slowed it down just enough that it didn't go far enough back to make Spencer bite on that. Thought about it.
Sounds good. We'll handle it, sir. Thanks for letting us know.
Thank you.
So 2 away here with runners in scoring position, that being on third and second. 1 ball, no strikes to the batter. The 0-0 tie here in the bottom of the first. The Wolfpack threatening. Will be inside for ball 2. And that'll be, strike 1 to Powell. A little bit down, but I am a little bit up in my viewpoint, so maybe that's why. Powell didn't seem to complain, so he'll go to work with 2 balls and 1 strike. 2 away here, hoping to score at least one of the 2 base runners. I'll be up and inside for ball 3. So 3-1 to Powell, with 2 away here in the bottom of the first. up and away for ball 4. So the bases are loaded now with Powell's walk. And that brings Manny Recchi, who I believe is going to be the designated hitter, up to bat here. And he'll work with 2 away but bases loaded, looking to change a 0-0 tie as we currently face it in the bottom of the first. That'll be, umpire liked it on the outside edge there. Recchi facing 1 strike in the count. Strike 2 to Recchi. So Recchi quickly down 2 strikes in the count. That'll be high for ball 1. So Lepke and the Hawks looking to get out of a bit of a jam here with bases loaded. Recchi looking to take advantage of bases loaded. Lepke working with a 1-ball, 2-strike count on Recchi. That'll be outside and a fake back pick by the catcher, who sends Spencer scrambling back to third base. So the count is even at 2-2, with 2 out here in the bottom of the first. Bases loaded. And Recchi will swing and a miss for strike 3. So Lepke and the Hawks get out of a jam here, leaving the bases loaded with no runs being scored by the WolfPack, and they'll go into the top of the 2, tied 0-0. All right, Collegiate Hawks and the big right-handed hitter up to the plate here. Robinson goes back to work after a strong first inning. And he'll continue his success here with strike 1, swing and a miss to number 55, the right-handed hitter for the Hawks. So Colford's the cleanup hitter for Edmonton. I believe he's a third baseman, going by memory here. And he'll smack one down to third base. Be tagged by Spencer, who gets it on the backhand after backing up. throws the dart over to first base. Crossfield collects it nicely, and the Cheerio Wolfpack quickly have one away. So swing and a miss to the Edmonton left-handed hitter Moreau. And Robinson just a bit outside for ball one. So the count's even at 1-1 with one away here in the top of the second. The Wolfpack and the Hawks tied 0-0. Called strike on Moreau. They'll give Robinson 2 strikes with 1 ball here. Yeah, swing and a miss to Moreau. So Robinson with a hot start here. Strikes out Moreau. That's 2 away in the inning. So Robinson will make the pitch just under Gabe Powell's glove at short. Powell had to go towards second base and it just squeezed under his glove. And they'll give the Edmonton hitter a single. And they'll put their first base runner on for the game. So Rogensack, left-handed hitter, up to bat for the Hawks here. He'll go to work with 2 away, but he does have a runner on first. And it'll be a foul tip back for strike 1. Robinson working ahead in the count slightly. No balls, 1 strike. Robinson usually very cognizant of any runners on base. That being said, the Edmonton runners taking a very conservative lead over there at first. And Robinson delivers a pitch just outside for ball 2. Oh, sorry, ball 1. It counts 1-1 with 2 away here in the top of the second. Outside again for ball 2. Robinson desperately trying to get that call on the outside edge there. Umpires having nothing to do with it. Wants him to bring it in just a little bit. And the big Edmonton lefty, Rogensack, goes back to work here with 2 balls and 1 strike. And that's definitely outside, high and away. So Robinson, I think for the first time today, he's got 3 balls on a batter. Does have 2 away here, though. A strong defense behind him. And he delivers ball 4. So Edmonton with 2 on now, with 2 away. Robinson will go back to work. Trying to get that 3rd out here and get out of the inning unscathed. Strike 1 called on the Edmonton batter. Hernandez up to bat for the Hawks. ball one. So the count even at 1-1 here with 2 away in the top of the second. Just a little bit low and outside. So 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 away here in the top of the second. Edmonton has 2 runners aboard in a 0-0 tie. Called strike 2 on the check swing. I think he's calling the pitch, not the swing. So the count's 2-2 with 2 away here in the top of 2 with the 2 aboard. That'll be a knuckleballer. It's going to drop in the gap in right field. That's going to score 1 Edmonton runner. The other one will come into third standing up. That'll be an RBI single for Hernandez of the Hawks. It was almost a check swing off the handlebar. It knuckled its way into the gap between first base and right field. And with 2 away, the runners were going. And Edmonton easily scores a run to go up 1-0 here early in the game. And now a runner in scoring position on third. Runners on the corners, actually. And runner is going, and the ball's up the middle. Powell will field that and go to 1 for the third out. Edmonton runner comes across the plate, but that won't count. The Edmonton Collegiate Hawks, however, take a 1-0 lead, which the Wolfpack will hope to erase here going into the bottom of the second. All right, so the catcher, Lucas Miracle, leading off the second inning for the Wolfpack. First pitch will be low and away outside for ball 1. Wolfpack, who loaded the bases last inning with a couple out, weren't able to cash any in, so no runs on the board for them. They'll look to go back to work here in the second with a little bit more success, and that'll be inside for ball 2. Ooh, and Miracle will take that off hopefully the elbow guard. A little bit high up the arm, but looks like it caught at least part of the guard. Miracle doesn't look any worse for wear, kind of gives it a rub, takes off his arm pad, but he'll be replaced at first base by Manny Birch. Miracle, the catcher, will get a pinch runner automatically. Wolfpack left fielder Hunter Fanshaw now at bat for the Wolfpack. It'll be outside edge for strike one on Fanshaw. So Birch, the runner at first, in for Miracle, who got the free 90 on the hit by pitch. And that'll be hit by pitch to Fanshaw, who stands in there and lets that inside low pitch ring off of his leg. That had to be smarts, as they say. But he'll take it. That gets him on base, and quickly the Wolfpack have 2 on with nobody out. And that'll prompt a visit to the mound by one of the Edmonton coaches and the catcher, who'll go and talk to Lepke and try and calm him down here in the bottom of the second. So we're in the bottom of 2. Jacob Anker, the second baseman, is up for the Wolfpack. He's working with runners on first and second and nobody out, with the Wolfpack down 1-0. Anker squares to bunt, pulls it back as it was low and outside. So 1 ball to Anker with nobody out here in the bottom of the second. Low and outside for ball 2. So Birch getting a lot of attention at second base there with the shortstop. Lots of hollering going on. I think they are actually hoping to prompt the pitcher to try and turn and pick him. Either that or they're just trying to keep Birch honest there at second. Anker 2 squares for bunts. Both of them retracted and is ahead in the count with 2 balls. Anker will retract that one but get called strike. So 2 balls, 1 strike to Anker. Absorbing the signals from Coach Chadwick. Birch and Fanshaw take their leads. Lepke sets. Birch squares and retracts, but he'll get called strike 2. So the count quickly 2-2 here. That'll probably take the bunt off. And he does square to bunt. He does retract. And that ball is in the dirt for ball 3. So living a little bit on the edge there with Anker, who, of course, if he fouls off that third strike bunt, he'll be called out. But he's working with a full count now. Runner set. Pitcher sets. And it'll be low and away, so Jacob Anker shows bunt for pretty much every pitch drives the count to full, earns the walk, and that brings the third baseman Carter Spencer up to the plate here. With bases loaded and nobody out. So Spencer, who got a walk in the first inning, will look to go to work here. Love to find a gap there for a... And he'll watch that low and away for ball one. Spencer watches strike one. Gives a cordial nod, acknowledging that he agrees with the call. Spencer with 4 RBIs in the season so far. Would love to add to that here with bases loaded. He's got a great opportunity to count 1-1. And he'll smack one out there. That'll hit the right center gap. That'll score Birch standing up. Hunter Fanshaw comes around. He'll score standing up. And Spencer with a 2 RBI single gives the Wolfpack a 2-1 lead here in the bottom of the second. So runners on the corner for the Wolfpack, who continue to work with nobody out here. Jacob Anker, the runner on third. Carter Spencer, the runner on first, who just smacked a 2 RBI single. And now Riley Hay, who's batting .400 on the season, up before this game, looks to continue the Wolfpack success, and he'll watch low and away for ball one. Interesting to see what the Wolfpack do here. Spencer with good speed, could try and go to second. He won't, and he'll watch the inside pitch to Hay for ball two. So Wolfpack runners being patient. Signals coming in from Coach Chadwick, and Riley Hay, the center fielder, also being patient with 2 balls and no strikes in the count here.
I don't like provoking anyone when it's
And that'll be inside for ball 3. So Lepke, the pitcher for Edmonton, quickly down on the count. 3 balls, no strikes to Hay. A walk here would load the bases, something that Lepke would desperately like to avoid. Spencer stays at first, so a double play still set up here. If Lepke can get the hit he would like from Hay, and Hay watches what he thought was ball 4, tosses his bat to go walk to first and gets the call. Called strike, I guess, so the count now 3-1. Hay goes and collects his bat. Hay, the lefty, will settle back into his batter's box here and go back to work with a 3-1 count. Runners on third and first. And Hay would love to continue his hot ways here. And he'll watch ball, a definite ball 4 that time. He'll toss his bat and not have to go retrieve it. He'll trot down to first base with a walk, and that puts Spencer on second. And of course, Anker, the runner at third, remains there. So bases loaded with nobody out here in the bottom of the second. The Wolfpack have already scored 2 runs to take a 2-1 lead, and that'll cause the catcher to go out and talk to Lepke here on the mound. So Brendan Lepke, the Edmonton pitcher, looks like he went 5 innings in his first game of the season. Looks like he's got a 0 ERA, so he probably had a good game and 5 strikeouts. So he's got a bit of work ahead of him here. Already allowing 2 runs in the bottom of the second, and Sucro will drop that one into left center. That'll score Anker standing up. Spencer comes barreling around. He'll score standing up. Hay will advance to third, and Sucro will retreat back to first. So another 2-run single by a Wolfpack hitter. This time Jared Sucro, the right fielder, and that leaves Hay on third, Sucro on first. So another 2 runs for the Wolfpack to increase their lead to 4-1. Which will prompt another visit to the mound by an Edmonton coach. Edmonton Collegiate Hawks bringing in a new pitcher here in the bottom of the second. So Edmonton bringing in a lefty. I haven't seen his number yet. It's like number 25. So Zach Krukowicz comes in for Edmonton. The 6 foot, 170 pounder, left-handed throwing pitcher for Edmonton coming into the game. He'll warm up on the mound. Bringing lefty will prompt Coach Chadwick. Looks like he's pulled. Looks like he's potentially pulled Simon Crossfield for a pinch hitter, which looks like it'll be Ryan Petrie. So the Wolfpack get hot here in the bottom of the second. Force the Edmonton starter from the game. And score 4 runs here with nobody out and runners on the corner. So Crossfield, who is on deck, is a left-handed hitter. So in Coach Chadwick fashion, Crossfield gets the hook in favor of a right-handed hitter, and that'll be Ryan Petrie coming to the plate. And the first pitch by the lefty is down and away. Hay comes in to score at home. Sucro advances to second on the pass ball. And that gives the Wolfpack a 5-1 lead with a runner in scoring position. So Krukowicz tries to find his groove on the mound here, having just come in replacement of Lepke. His first pitch was low and inside and kind of got tied up in the feet and of the batter, and the catcher couldn't quite get a handle on it. And that'll be inside edge for strike 1. So 1-1 to Petrie here. Petrie batting .200 on the season so far. And his 5 at-bats here in the last series against Calgary. And he'll watch ball 2, like low and inside. So quite breezy out there. I can see the flags on the scoreboard blowing quite vigorously from left to right. The rain has stayed away, which is nice. And Petrie will put a high fly ball into the right field foul territory. And 3 Edmonton Collegiate Hawks converge on it. Couldn't quite get there. So Petrie settles back into the batter's box here, working with a 2-2 count against the Edmonton lefty, Krikowicz. And that's inside and gets away from the catcher. Sucro thought about going to third, but I think that ball, which actually shot off towards third base, that actually caused Sucro to go back to second. I think if that ball shoots off towards first base, Sucro is definitely at third base, but thought better of it. And with 0 out, who can blame him for being patient as Petrie goes back to work here with a full count. Looks like this might be Krikowicz's first action on the mound. If it's not, I don't see any stats here from the last series against UFV. And he'll deliver one, and it'll be a high but shallow fly ball that's going to land right around second base. Sucro plants himself on second base, so that'll be the first out of the inning. And the Wolfpack will still have a runner in scoring position, and that'll bring Gabe Powell, the shortstop, up to bat. So low and inside for ball one to Powell. Sucro, who's got excellent speed, will try and get to third on any kind of a pass ball, even if it's not that far away. He might even go without it being a pass ball. He's dancing around there, garnering the attention of the pitcher who delivers the pitch, and that's going to be a nice shot. 1 hopper, 2 hopper, 3 hopper to left field. Sucro will hold up at third. Powell gets a nice single on the liner that went over the shortstop's head and then out to left field. That advances Sucro to third. And Gabe Powell, who's happily dancing away on first base there. So again, with the Wolfpack having runners, or a runner in scoring position and runners on the corner, that brings the designated hitter, Manny Recchi, to the plate. Going to be low and outside to Recchi for ball one. So Wolfpack up 5-1 here in the bottom of the second, with Sucro, the runner, on third in scoring position. Gabe Powell, who is the runner, on first. Definitely a threat to steal. Oh, that'd be a nice shot by Recchi, and it just lands foul. It was a shot off of Recchi's bat. Recchi, the lefty, first baseman, had no chance at it. It was probably still in fair territory when it went by the first base bag, but it just continued to curve a little bit and landed about a foot foul of the right field line. But that would have been at least a double for Recchi. He probably would have scored 2 runs, and he'll go up and try and replicate that with a 1-on-1 count against him here at the plate. This time it's a high shot to center field. The center fielder is running in to get it, so it won't be enough for a sacrifice fly. Does draw the throw home with Sucro running off the bag, but Sucro was just baiting him, and Sucro's returned to third. So not quite what Recchi wanted. Bright idea, but he just didn't get that deep enough for the sacrifice fly, and that gives the Collegiate Hawks 2 away here against the at-bat TRU Wolfpack, and brings the catcher Lucas Miracle to the plate. So Miracle will work with runners on the corners, which has been a common theme here in this inning. This time with 2 away. Miracle patiently watches what I'm guessing was a little bit low, possibly a little bit away for ball one. You could tell it was close. Miracle actually turned and asked the umpire about it, which often only happens when it's actually a call against the batter, but I think he just wanted to make sure he's understood the umpire's limits, and that one will definitely be low and away for ball 2. So Miracle working with 2 balls, no strikes early in this count, has runners in the corner. Both runners on base for TRU are definitely speedsters. Sucro on third, Gabe Powell on first. Edmonton with a lefty on the mound, so Powell's being a little bit conservative with his lead to avoid getting picked, and that'll be strike two. So a curveball comes, strike one, as a curveball comes across the plate, and that takes Miracle to a 2-ball, 1-strike count here with 2 away in the bottom of the second. That'll be outside for ball 3. Miracle gave it some thought, but never looked like he was ever thinking about committing to that outside pitch, and has patiently worked his count to 3 balls, 1 strike here with 2 away in the bottom of the second. Miracle hoping to do some more damage here. Love to score Sucro and advance Powell, and he'll be a high shot. The shortstop backing up. He'll get underneath it. He'll strand 2 runners, but not before the Wolfpack score 5 in the bottom of the second to take a 5-1 lead here at Norbrock Stadium going into the top of the 3rd inning. All right, going into the top of the 3rd here at Norbrock Stadium, the Wolfpack have jumped out to a 5-1 lead. Collegiate Hawks scored 1 in the top of second to take the lead 1-0, and the Wolfpack came storming back with 5 in the bottom of the second to take a 4-run lead here going into the top of the 3rd. Zach Robinson back on the mound for the Wolfpack, and he starts off with strike 1 against the Edmonton Collegiate Hawks batter number 1. And he'll lay down a bunt. It'll go foul down the 3rd baseline. So Hernandez is the Edmonton hitter. Count currently 2 strikes against him. And it'll be strike tip ball caught by the catcher for strike 3. And Robinson with another strikeout. That'll be a hit up the middle. Second baseman Jacob Anker neatly slides to his backhand as he heads out towards left field, basically, and keeps the ball from going any further. But as he came up to try and throw to first, which would have been a major feat in itself, ended up losing his footing there on the wet grass of Norbrook and had to settle the ball without a throw. So no play at first. So a single for the Edmonton Collegiate Hawks, who now have a runner on first. And that brings Edmonton lefty Jolly up to the plate. And low and inside for ball one to Jolly.
Okay. When I go down and take another.
And outside for what I believe is ball two. Robinson delivers ball three to Jolly. So 3 balls, no strikes on Jolly, who's got a runner on first. Wolfpack are working with one away. And ball four to Jolly. So 2 runners aboard here early in the third inning with one away. And the Hawks will send, I believe, their third baseman, Colford, to the plate. Be inside for ball one. So Robinson working to find his groove here in the top of the third. Had an excellent first 2 innings. Trying to work out of a bit of a jam here in the top of the third with 2 runners aboard with one away. And that'll be a deep shot by the Edmonton cleanup hitter with Riley Hay going back, and he'll make that catch after that ball. I don't know if it was twisting in the wind, but Riley Hay was definitely twisted out there in center field trying to get underneath that. Does a great job catching the ball. Gets the ball in right away, but it was deep enough to advance the runner on second to third. So runners on the corner for the Hawks with 2 away here in the top of the third. So Moreau, the left-handed hitter for Edmonton, up to bat now for the Hawks. He'll go to work with runners on first and third, but 2 away here in the top of third. Moreau 0 for 1 today. And a swing and a miss to even the count at 1-1. Outside, looks like Moreau got a piece of that just with the end of his bat, but it was a swing and a foul tip or a complete miss. Either way, the count is 1 ball, 2 strikes with 2 away here. And a swing and a miss. Robinson gets out of the jam, and the Wolfpack are pumped as they get out of that inning unscathed. The Hawks leave 2 aboard in the top of the third, and the score remains the Wolfpack 5 and Edmonton 1 going into the bottom of the third. So WolfPack leading off the bottom of the third with Noah Wannick up to bat. Not sure if Wannick is pinch hitting. Wannick will watch strike one. Wannick batting .333 here early in the 2025 season. And watches a curveball that the umpire believes caught the outside edge of the plate. So Wannick quickly down 2 strikes. And he'll put one back to the screen, keep the count at 0 balls, 2 strikes here in the bottom of the third. Wannick the first batter, so there's nobody out. And the WolfPack still with a 5-1 lead. And Wannick strikes out to start off the third inning for the WolfPack. That'll bring up Jacob Anker, the second baseman for the WolfPack. Swing and a miss to Anker for strike one. Edmonton, who has brought Zach Krukowicz back out to the mound for the third inning. He finished off the second inning for the Collegiate Hawks after coming in to replace Lepke. And his second pitch to Anker will be down and inside, evening the count at 1-1. Anker watches that curveball catch the outside edge of the plate for strike 2. So 1-2 to Anker. Anker will put one out to right field. The right fielder is under it for the easy catch. That'll be the second out of the inning.
Careers on shelves like Amazon distribution center. Hell, really hate the car grocery for the dirty work. I'd rather do it by myself. My tour rider leave a lazy, busy. Got my tracks and when the hair salon is busy.
I'll bring the leadoff hitter, third baseman Carter Spencer, up for his third at bat here. He'll be working with 2 away here in the bottom of the third. Spencer will take that inside pitch. I thought maybe it hit him, but apparently not. I guarantee you he would have been already trotting down to first base if it touched him. Spencer, who I believe is 1 for 1 today, he hasn't popped up yet. Yeah, 1 for 1 today with a walk. And he'll put towards the first baseman, who's going to bobble it. And Spencer, thought maybe he beat it out. The first baseman bobbled it there on the ground, and he made the flip over to I believe the pitcher who came over to cover. Spencer made it close, but the umpire calls him out. And that ends the inning. So no runs, no hits for the WolfPack in the bottom of the third, but they go into the top of the fourth, holding on to a 5-1 lead against the Edmonton Collegiate Hawks. So, top of the fourth inning, Wolfpack bringing Zach Robinson back out to the mound. And he'll get a called strike against the Edmonton batter, who I believe is Jake Tanner. Breaking ball for strike two, so Robinson quickly up on Tanner. 2 strikes in the count. And low and away for ball 1. So Tanner not chasing the outside pitch from Robinson. Tanner 1 for 1 in this game so far. And he'll get the outside edge call for the first out of the inning. So the left-handed hitter for Edmonton now, Jake Rogensack. Rogensack watches ball 1. Robinson will go back to work. And that'll be strike 1. So Rogensack looking at a 1-on-1 count. Zach Robinson on the mound working with 1 away here and nobody on. And Rogensack will let that inside pitch tag him for the free 90, and he'll take his base trotting down to first on the hit by pitch. You saw that inside pitch just kind of drifting in. Rogensack was not going to get out of the way of that and definitely braced himself. Ricocheted off of, I think, his arm, maybe his leg, but he'll take it all day long. He's on first base now with a runner aboard for Edmonton, bringing Carlos Hernandez to the plate. Robinson paints the outside edge of that plate, or the plate with that pitch for strike 1. So runner aboard for Edmonton, who trail 5-1 here in the top of the fourth. 1 away and 1 strike on Hernandez, who will put that one up the middle, and Robinson deflects it, unfortunately. So unfortunate there for Robinson, who actually wasn't hit hard. I think Robinson thought he had a clean shot at fielding it. It ended up going off his glove and ended up going to where the second baseman no longer was, because Jacob Anker was playing the hit. And that probably had a chance to be a double play ball there, but that's okay. The Wolfpack will reset. So runners aboard first and second now with 1 away. Robinson delivers, and that'll be strike 1. So Robinson goes back to work here after unfortunate action in that last at-bat, which gives Edmonton their 2 runners aboard, 1 away here in the top of the fourth. And there'll be a shot down the third base. Ooh, Spencer gets tied up. Well, Spencer got tied up by the hot shot down to third base, ended up catching it, touched his base on third, went across the diamond to first, and very close, but not quite. Tried to turn the double there, so that's 2 away now with runners on first and second for Edmonton. The new hitter coming into the game for Edmonton. I think it's at the top of their lineup, but I don't think it's Cruz Hernandez, who would normally be here at this point. swing and a miss.
Yeah.
And that'll be a shot down the third baseline, but foul.
Way up, Bob. Come on.
So Hawley, the batter for Edmonton, he'll go to work with 2 runners aboard and 2 strikes against him with 2 out here in the top of the 4th. And that'll be a shot down the third baseline, foul again. So Robinson goes back to work here, well ahead in the count. 2 strikes, no balls to Hawley, the hitter. And that'll be another shot down the third baseline. This one a little bit more foul. So the Edmonton batter liking his third baseline. Spencer will tighten up there a little bit at third base. He had the last hot shot down there that he was able to corral. And he'll look to do that again if it comes his way to end the inning here. Oh, and that's going to get a pass ball past Miracle. So the runners advance, removing the forces. But Robinson's still working ahead in the count with 1 ball and 2 strikes against Hawley. So 2 runners in scoring positions for Edmonton, who will look to do some damage here with 2 away in the top of the 4th, but runners on. And Robinson puts one in the dirt, but Miracle is able to stay in front of that one. The count now even at 2-2. So Ryan Petrie, who did pinch hit for Simon Crossfield, has come in to play first base for the TRU Wolfpack. And that'll be strike 3 looking. Robinson paints the outside of the pitch and walks off with a bit of a strut. Happy to get out of that inning. Edmonton leaving 2 aboard in scoring position. So the Wolfpack bend but don't break again. Common theme for the first 4 innings of this game for them. And they hold on to a 5-1 lead going into the bottom of the 4th here at Norbrock Stadium. Going to the bottom of the 4th, and the Wolfpack are leading off with their center fielder, Riley Hay, up to bat. He'll watch first pitch outside and away. And Krukovich, the Edmonton pitcher, will catch the outside edge of the plate on that pitch, even the count at 1-1. Krukovich, who came into the game partway through the second inning, back on the mound here to start the bottom of the fourth. He gets the outside edge call, much to Hayes' dismay. And Krukovich is now ahead in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And Hay will go down swinging for the first out of the inning. TRU right fielder Jared Sucro up to bat. Sucro watches the inside pitch for ball 1. Sucro, whose last at bat was a 2 RBI single in the, or at least one of his last at bats. That's when the Wolfpack put 5 on the board. And he'll watch ball 2 a little bit low. And it's up in the count with 2 balls. Sucro 1 for 1 today, 3 for 13 on the season for a .230 average, and he'll put a high fly ball into foul territory. A lot of Hawks, an excellent catch by who I believe is the first baseman. He laid out there, and that ball ended up in his glove. I would have lost that bet, but he did an excellent job getting over there. 3 Hawks were converging on it. I thought it was going to be far enough away to land without doing any damage to Sucro, but the first baseman got down and made that catch for the second out of the inning. And that brings first baseman Ryan Petrie up to the plate for the Wolfpack. Ball 1 to Petrie, just a little bit outside. Swing and a miss for Petrie. Quickly down 2 strikes. So 2 away here, including an excellent catch by Jolly, the first baseman, in foul territory. And Petrie looks at ball 2, bringing the count to 2 balls, 1 strike here with 2 away in the bottom of the fourth. That's going to be a smack to left field. Petrie is over the left fielder's head, who lays out. That ball will roll to the fence. Petrie will truck it to second as Edmonton gets the ball in, and Petrie with a double with a solid shot out to left field. Left fielder thought he had a shot at it, laid out. That ball ended up rolling to the fence, and Petrie is aboard, giving the Wolfpack a runner in scoring position here in the bottom of the fourth inning, with shortstop Gabe Powell coming up to the plate. And Powell watches low and inside. Unlucky not to get, or maybe lucky, depending on how you want to look at it, not to get tagged there with the pitch. Yeah, a little bit up and in on Powell for ball 2. So Petrie with a good solid shot out to left field is the runner on second base. Not particularly known for his speed, so probably not a threat to go to third. And this will be a shot by Powell out to right field. And that ball is over the right fielder's head. Petrie won't need any speed to score. He'll jog in home. Powell's going for 3, and he'll slide into third in time to be safe for another triple. I believe that's Powell's 3rd triple of the season. An excellent shot over the right fielder's head, and he got on his horse fast. And it was a no-brainer for him. He rounded second without hesitation, and into third he goes. And that puts a runner at third for the Wolfpack as Manny Recchi, the left-handed hitting Wolfpack player, designated hitter, comes to the plate. So another run in the bottom of the 4th here for the Wolfpack, giving them a 6-1 lead. And lefty on lefty here, and the pitcher, Krikowicz, gets out to a quick lead with a 1-strike count. 2 away, Powell, who is known for his speed, on third, and he'll watch Recchi hit a foul ball towards the Wolfpack dugout, quickly down 2 strikes. And high and away, so Recchi gets a ball called. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Recchi. He's got Powell, the runner, on third, and 2 away here in the bottom of the 4th. See the breeze picking up there. You see the uniforms rippling in the breeze. I wouldn't call it windy as much as just breezy. You can see the ball when it gets hit. Both Petrie's and Powell's hits both had a bit of a wind effect to them, which was helpful, I'm sure, to the batters, not so much to the fielders. And Recchi will go back to work with the 2-2 count here, and he'll chop one way foul to keep the count at 2-2 with 2 away here in the bottom of the 4th. The Wolfpack up 6-1 and a runner on third. Krikowicz gets the outside call for strike 3. That'll end the inning with a runner stranded on third, but not before the Wolfpack add another run to build up their lead by 5, making it 6-1 going into the top of the 5th here, where Zach Robinson will make his way out to the mound, going to work for his 5th inning of the game. So here in the top of the 5th inning at Norbrock Stadium, the Collegiate Hawks are sending Braden Morris to the plate. Zach Robinson back on the mound for the Wolfpack. He'll go to work. And he'll throw strike 1 on Morris. Breaking ball just misses inside for a ball 1, evening the count at 1-1. That'll be foul back for strike 2. So the Hawks, who have 3 hits on the board, only a couple less than the Wolfpack, who have 5. And that'll be a shot foul ball out to right field into the Hawks bullpen, leaving the count at 1 ball and 2 strikes. So they're saying the Hawks only trailed the Wolfpack by 2 hits in the game, however, trailed by 5 runs on the scoreboard. And that will go through Miracle's legs and for ball 2. That'll be a ground ball to the shortstop, Powell. He'll field it cleanly and go across to Petrie, who stretches out for the catch, and that'll be the first out of the inning. So Edmonds brings their left-handed hitting first baseman, Bradley Jolly, up to the plate. Jolly 0 for 1 today, but made an excellent catch in foul territory last inning, which helped minimize the damage that the Wolfpack were looking to do. And I think he was squaring to bunt there. And I think he actually, I'm not mistaken, I think he actually tried bunting or squared to bunt in the first inning. He pulled that one back, but it was a called strike, so the count now 2 strikes to Jolly. And that'll be a way foul shot into the Wolfpack bullpen. So Jolly looking to bunt, likely because the Wolfpack are playing a shift on him right now. So Spencer, the only infielder guarding the left side of the field, with Powell standing pretty much behind second base. And that ball will go right to where the shift is played, and Petrie will pick it, toss it to Robinson for the out at first, and that'll be the second out of the inning. So the shift works for the Wolfpack there, who now watch the cleanup hitter for Edmonton. I believe it's their third baseman, Caden Colford. Colford will send a shot out to the left center. That ball will hop in front of the left fielder, who will get that ball in. That was Noah Wannick out there playing left field. Gets that ball on second base, limiting Colford to a single. But the Edmonton Collegiate Hawks have a runner aboard, 2 away here in the top of the 5th. It's a new hitter here for Edmonton. Right-handed hitting number 21. He'll go to work with a runner on base and 2 out, and he'll put one back to the screen for strike 1. So this is the hitter is Blackburn. It says that Blackburn's a left-handed batter, but I can assure you he's actually batting right here. And he'll watch low and away for ball 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike here to Blackburn with 2 away in the top of the 5th. Runner aboard for Edmonton as they look to try and chip away at the 6-1 lead that the TRU Wolfpack have built up. This would be high, but in foul territory. The catcher, Miracle. Ooh. Miracle hustled back out of everyone's view, including mine. Didn't come up with it. Valiant effort on Miracle's part. He's walking back under his own energy, so he no worse for wear. It sounded very dramatic as he went off screen
On Bobby, go.
towards the concrete walls in the foul territory here at Norbrook. So Blackburn goes back to work with 1 ball, 2 strikes. Miracle set behind the plate. Robinson on the mound. And this would be a bloop in the center field over nobody's head. It was pretty much in the gap the whole way and lands right in front of Riley Hay, who has to watch it hop for the single. And the Hawks now have 2 runners aboard, but 2 away here in the top of the 5th inning.
I can't do it. I don't do it. Like, if I'm like restarting it, keep fine. But like, if I have to like go back, like, oh, I was really good. Then I got it doesn't happen. And then she just gets like
What's he at so far? Is he definitely
So I think it's Jake Tanner at the plate for Edmonton. Confirmed, number 28, Jake Tanner batting for the Hawks with runners at first and second. And he'll take one off the bat handle that goes into foul territory for strike 1, evening the count at 1-1 with 2 away here in the top of the 5th. Hawks have runners on second and first. And Robinson won't get the call on the fastball and falls to 2 balls, 1 strike here on Tanner. He'll get that call. Evening the count at 2-2 with 2 out here in the top of the 5th. 2 runners aboard for Edmonton, who incidentally have even the hit count at 5 apiece, but trail by 5 with 2 away here in the top of the 5th inning. And that'll be another handlebar shot back to the screen, keeping the count at 2-2.
Literally just happened. I got 7 out of 10, 15% of my grade left from each question has 300 words. Come on,
Just a little bit low and away for ball 3. So full count to Tanner. Edmonton looking to get something started here. You can kind of feel their momentum in their dugout growing as they've got runners on first and second with full count and 2 away here in the top of the 5th. Yeah. Robinson again gets the 3rd out with the Edmonton batter looking. I think that's the 3rd inning I've seen that happen now for Robinson. And he again and the Wolfpack bend but don't break here in the 5th inning. Edmonton leaving 2 runners aboard, scoring no runs, and going into the bottom of the 5th inning, the Wolfpack hold a 6-1 lead. right, starting off the 5th inning for the Wolfpack, their catcher, Lucas Miracle. And a curveball breaks for strike 1 on Miracle. Edmonton has replaced their pitcher, no longer Krekovich, is now a righty. And he'll throw his second pitch outside for ball 1. Looks like Colville is the pitcher now for Edmonton. And that ball looks like it was going to take Miracle out at the shoulder, much like he endured in the 2nd inning, I believe. But that one, again, a breaking ball. Colville seems to have an excellent curveball in there. That one breaks. It is actually inside for ball 2. And that ball will be hit up the middle by Miracle. A nice line drive into right center. And Miracle around first. Oh, and the fielders for Edmonton bobble the ball out there a little bit. And Miracle, very heads-up running by Miracle. Not known for his speed, but that was a very heads-up play. He saw that the ball actually got through the center fielder, and I think it surprised the right fielder, who then bobbled it. And wasn't anything fatal, but Miracle with his heads up running, it allowed him to get to second. So the Wolfpack will start the 5th inning with a runner in scoring position. Again, Miracle being the catcher. That brings out Manny Birch to run for Miracle. And that brings, looks like, Hunter Fanshaw up to bat. And Fanshaw with a swing and a miss. And Fanshaw put one towards the first baseman, who picks up the hop, throws to the pitcher who's covering. Fanshaw does advance the runner, though, as Manny Birch goes from second to third. So with one away here in the bottom of the 5th inning, the Wolfpack will have a runner on third, and Jacob Anker, the second baseman, coming up to bat with one away. Anker with a foul ball into the catcher who wore that one, so the umpire will take a trip out to the mound to let the catcher kind of catch his breath. Not sure where it tagged him, but he's hunched over. So I'll let you take a guess as to where it may have got him. And he'll take a minute to recuperate here. So Anker officially 0 for 1 on the game today, batting .250 on the season. As Edmonton still tends to their catcher, Carlos Hernandez, who's shaking off a foul ball that went hard into him in the last pitch. So Hernandez is able to shake that off. Players will return to their positions, including Colville, the Edmonton righty, who will go back to work with a 1-strike count on Anker. Manny Birch, the runner at third, will take his lead. And Anker will put one into play to the second baseman. Second baseman will look back Birch to third, so Birch doesn't go, and then easily throws out Anker at first for the second out of the inning.
Yeah, I'm a careers on shelves like Amazon distribution center. Hell, really hate the Carl Roski for the dirty work. I'd rather do it by myself. My tour ride and leave a lazy.
So Wolfpack third baseman Carter Spencer now up to bat here with 2 away in the bottom of the 5th. Does have a runner on third. And he'll watch the first pitch high and outside, actually off of Hernandez's glove and into towards the Hawks dugout, but not far enough to prompt Birch to try and go home. Spencer will be working with 1 ball, no strikes. with the runner in scoring position with 2 away.
19 RBIs, record 23. We had 6 points for base on with single RBIs. And we would put him in like that spot.
Pitcher will get the call on the outside of the plate for strike 1. Batter nods his head in agreement. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Spencer with 2 away here, and a runner on third. And a breaking ball. Actually looked like it was coming right at Spencer. You can see Spencer with a bit of a smile on his face. I think he thought he was going to wear it, and then all of a sudden it was across the plate for strike 2. So we'll have to be alive to that active breaking ball that Colville has here, and he'll go back to work with 2 strikes against him.
No!
Oh. And Spencer gets called on the check swing. So you don't see that very often, but a breaking ball that broke onto the outside of the plate. Spencer checked his swing, and they actually checked with the base ump. And again, I don't know how many times I have to say, I'm not sure how a base ump standing over by second base has a better view of it than the plate ump. However, nonetheless, that's who they defer to, and he's rung up for strike 3. And that ends the inning, and the Wolfpack will leave a runner on board. However, although scoring none that inning, still hold a 6-1 lead going here into the top of the 6th.
Do you want these?
Their scumbag head coach is yipping at our players. Oh yeah. Right after this. Ball straight.
So Edmonton sending their left-handed hitter Rogensack up to the plate, working against Robinson, who returns out for his 6th inning of work.
What a loser. Coach for university ball team tricking players. Fucking scum.
And he'll put a short hopper to second. Oh, Anchor has to charge in to get that ball. It's basically a power bunt. Robinson wisely let it go by him. He's not going to make that mistake again. And Anchor charges in, grabs that ball, and wastes no time getting that ball to Petrie at first for the first out of the inning. It was actually a check swing by Rogensack, who was hoping that it would get by, but contact was too solid. It goes for the first out of the inning as Rogensack is retired. That brings Carlos Hernandez up to the plate.
Talk to the players. Talk to the coaches.
Gets a call. Robinson gets a call on the outside edge for strike 1. Hernandez, I believe, is the Edmonton catcher.
Players talk to players.
And he'll swing and a miss for strike 2. Hernandez 1 for 2 on the day so far. And there'll be a shot to the shortstop, Powell, who grabs that ball and throws a strike to Petrie at first for the out. Good hard shot up the middle. Powell was there,
Edmonton coach.
fielding it easily.
Yeah, yipping at our players. He's waving goodbye to Spencer. Their coach. What a loser.
Robinson going to work here with 2 away. And he'll get the strike.
I already yelled at him, so talk to you.
So we're in the top of the 6th. WolfPack with a 6-1 lead. Most of the damage done in the 2nd inning where they scored 5. Edmonton with their only run in the top of the 2nd. Robinson shutting them down since then. Edmonton with 5 hits on the day so far. And with 2 away here in the top of 6, with nobody on, we'll look to get something started, try and decrease this lead. Smith, the batter for Edmonton. He's 0 for 2 on the day. He is hitting .428 on the season. And he'll watch the 4th pitch go high for ball 2. So 2-2 is the count with 2 away here in the top of the 6th.
He's the one that tried to fight the PBA coach last year.
That'll be a foul ball in the parking lot, keeping the count at 2-2.
He like, or either PBA tried to fight him or he tried to fight PBA. That coach got into a conflict. Oh, nice.
This will be very high fly ball. The second baseman, Jacob Anker, underneath it for the 3rd out of the inning. And Robinson puts another goose egg on the board at the top of the 6th for Edmonton, holding them to just 1 run so far. And going into the bottom of the 6th, WolfPack will look to lead or add to their 6-1 lead.
$93.
All right, starting off the bottom of the 6th with Thierry WolfPack center fielder Riley Hay. Hay 0 for 2 on the day.
I'll give you the rundown.
Goes to work here against Colville, who's back on the mound for Edmonton.
Ball right here is ball strike.
And that curveball inside for ball 1, evening the count at 1-1.
Change innings, inning. And then all the guest hits, or guest score, guest show me as the pitch go comes along.
And that's going to be a shot, Oppo, a grounder Oppo, past the outstretched shortstop, who had to dive towards 3rd. And Hay will be on board with a base hit to start off the 6th inning. With Jared Zucro, the right fielder, coming up to the plate. Working with 1 aboard with nobody out. Zucro watches strike 1.
One day it'll work.
So Sucre, who's 1 for 2 on the day, goes to work here with 1 ball now and 1 strike. So the count even at 1 with a runner on first, that being Riley Hay. Riley Hay definitely not afraid to try and steal. And with a righty on the mound, I wouldn't be surprised to see him go, although conservative lead at first and outside for ball 2. Behind inside for ball 3. So Sucre looking at a 3-1 count here with a runner aboard and nobody out here in the bottom of the 7th. Sorry, bottom of the 6th. Getting ahead of myself. And Hay goes. It's a hit and run, and Hay's going to have to go back, though, as that ball lands in the left fielder's glove. Looked like it had potential when it came off of Sucro's bat. Nice hard hit. Line drive style that just kept kind of rising, and the left fielder was there for the catch. And that chases Hay back to first. So 1 away with a runner on first, and the first baseman, Ryan Petrie, comes to the plate. Petrie with a big hit, I believe, in the... I'm not sure if that was the 4th inning. I've lost track. But Petrie came in to pinch it. Actually, that might have been in the 2nd. Anyways, whenever it was a beautiful hit out to left field. And was out of reach of a sprawling left fielder who tried to lay out for it. And Petrie had a stand-up double. He goes to work with 1 ball. And Hay goes 2 on the steal. And that'll actually, I'm not sure if that hit him in the butt or if that hit the Edmonton shortstop. It hit something and bounced back up. However, Hay is in safe to second with a steal, with a stolen base. I don't know how many steals that is for, but I know he's got multiple steals in this young season so far. And Petrie will go back to work here with a runner now on second with 1 ball and 1 strike. 1 away here in the bottom of 6 with the WolfPack looking at a 6-1 lead. Swing and a miss from Petrie on the curveball. So Colville's got his breaking ball working nicely, which is at times fooling the WolfPack hitters. And there'll be a breaking ball outside. So Hay, the runner on second. Hay with a nice aggressive lead. Nobody holding him on the bag. Colville for Edmonton on the mound goes back to work against Petrie, the batter, who's 1 for 2 today and facing a 2-ball, 2-strike count. And he'll get pegged by a breaking ball that didn't break. Petrie will trot down to first base for the hit by pitch. So Colville's thrown a few that look like they're going to hit the batter and then they break and come inside. I'm not sure if that's what Petrie thought was going to happen. That one had a little bit more zest on it than most breaking balls, but needless to say, nothing broke. And that ball went straight into Petrie's, side arm, leg. I can't tell from this angle, but he'll take the free 90 down to first, with runners on first and second for Gabe Powell, the shortstop, who hit a triple in his last at-bat. Would love to do that again to clear the bases here. And inside for ball 1. So Powell 2 for 2 in this game. He's got Hay the runner at second, Petrie the runner at first. And he'll put a grounder up the middle. It'll be fielded cleanly by the shortstop who flips it flips it to the second baseman, who actually I think was a little bit surprised that he got the flip. He turned and gunned it to first, but the speedy Powell was able to run it out. So no double play, which is how it looked like it might unfold with that bat, or that ball first left Powell's bat. But Powell's able to run that out and gets to first on the fielder's choice. That brings Manny Recchi up to bat. We have the 2 away here in the bottom of 6 and runners on the corners, that being Hay on third and Powell on first. So both WolfPack runners are bona fide speedsters, and that'll bring the designated hitter up to bat here. And that's going to be way outside for ball 1. Recchi, who is 0 for 3 on the day, struck out at his last at-bat, was not happy with the third strike call. Managed to bite his tongue long enough to stay in the game, but I was obviously not happy with that outside pitch being called a strike. And he'll watch this outside pitch go for a ball. And Recchi quickly ahead in the count, 2 balls, no strikes. So Powell takes his lead at first. Hay takes his lead at third. And that'll be outside for ball 3. So Colville with 3 straight balls to Recchi. And he'll get called strike 1. So 3 balls, 1 strike to Recchi with 2 away here in the bottom of the 6th. WolfPack do have 2 runners aboard, 1 in scoring position at third, that being Riley Hay, and the runner at first being Gabe Powell. Powell's going, and that'll be a shot up the middle. Oh, so that was an interesting play. The hit was literally right up the middle. Powell, who was already looking to steal second, ended up pretty much being right in the wheelhouse of the fielder when he made the clean pick on the hard grounder. So quite fortunate for Edmonton there. And it looks like he made the tag on Powell for the 3rd out of the inning, and no argument from Powell. So that looks like how it all unfolded, as odd as it seemed. But nonetheless, that ends the inning, and the WolfPack will go into the top of the 7th with their 6-1 lead still intact. And Zach Robinson making his way back out to the mound for his 7th inning of work in this game. Looks like I have Hunter Fanshaw in left field. Riley Hay making his way back out to center field, and Jared Sucro remains the right fielder for the WolfPack. Third base still being manned by Carter Spencer. Gabe Powell comes back out to shortstop. Jacob Anker appears to still be the second baseman there. And Ryan Petrie still at first. No sign of Lucas Miracle yet, but I'm pretty sure he was on deck. So I think he's just getting geared up, and he'll come back out and go back to work with Zach Robinson for their 7th inning, where they'll look to keep Edmonton at bay here. Robinson only allowing 5 hits so far. I think 4 of them may have been earned. I'm actually not sure. I don't have that stat in front of me. But, sorry, only 1 earned run and only 5 hits. Sorry, I'm just trying to pull up some other stats here for you folks, but my computer's not working. Edmonton will look to get something started here in the top of the 7th. That'll be outside for ball 1. Foul ball, evening the count at 1-1. So Robinson, 6 complete innings, throwing 67 strikes. And that'll be a high fly ball in the foul territory. Spencer, the third baseman, will be over, and he'll make that catch for the first out. That was interesting. Two geese actually seemed to fly. It looked like they actually dropped that ball as an egg as they flew over. That Spencer maintained his concentration, made the easy catch in foul territory there, and the Wolfpack quickly have one out under their belts in the top of the 7th here. Braden Morris, the batter for Edmonton, up to bat. He squares to bunt, pulls it back, but gets strike one called against him anyways. And that'll be a shot up the middle. Anchor will absorb it on the one hop, cleanly pick it up off the ground, and calmly throw it to Petrie for the out. For the second out of the inning. Edmonton sends first baseman Jolly up to the plate. That's Bradley Jolly. Jolly 0 for 2 so far in this game. Did make an excellent defensive play earlier. He'll watch strike one called on the outside of the plate there. That'll be a hard shot out to right field. Sucro settles underneath that low-seeking line driver. And he'll make the catch, and he'll make the out for the third out of the inning, and the Wolfpack will go back to work in the bottom of the 7th, trying to add to their 6-1 lead. All right, Edmonton bringing in their fourth pitcher of the game. It looks like it's going to be Hamilton Chichek will be coming in, an Edmonton righty on the mound, and he'll be throwing to the catcher for the Wolfpack, Lucas Miracle. Edmonton pitcher quickly up one strike on Miracle. And there'll be a foul ball for strike two. So Hamilton Chichek up quickly 2-0, or 0-2, I guess, on Miracle, the batter. Miracle having a good start to the season at the plate. Batting .363 for the season and 1 for 2 today. Including some heads-up running on his last at-bat, where he stretched a single into a double on some fumble out by the Edmonton fielders, who bobbled the ball for a couple of seconds, and Miracle took full advantage of it. So he'll try and get back on to work that kind of same magic as he's looking at a 1 ball, 2 strike count here. They'll be inside for ball 2. Low and inside for ball 3. That brings the count to full. And foul back for keeping the count at 3-2. Miracle coming off an excellent season last year in 2024. Named first team CCBC All-Star for his position at catcher. Continuing right where he left off, again batting .363 so far this season. And he'll get rung up for strike 3. He either tried to sell it or disagreed with it. Either way, the umpire calls him out, and that'll be the first out of the inning. WolfPack bringing up Kai Sheck to the plate. Will be his first at-bat of the game. Sheck normally playing usually center field. Hasn't played, I don't believe has played defensively yet this game. Looks like he's just checking into the game now, whether it's as a pinch hitter or whether he'll be going into the field, I'm not sure. Sheck 1 for 3 on the season so far. We're going to work here against Hamilton Chichek, who struck out Lucas Miracle to start the inning. First pitch goes for strike 1. Sheck will watch, guessing a little bit high for ball 1, so 1 ball, 1 strike to Sheck with 1 away here in the bottom of the 7th. Nobody on for the WolfPack. And a swing and a miss by Sheck puts the count to 1 ball, 2 strikes. And it'll be another swing and a miss for Sheck, who strikes out for the second out of the inning. As Edmonton will throw the ball around the horn, and Hamilton Chichek gets his second strikeout of the inning. And the WolfPack quickly find themselves with a 2 away here in the bottom of the 7th. Jacob Anker, the second baseman, up to the plate now. We'll try and get things started for TRU. Anker watches the first pitch paint the inside edge for strike 1. So Chichek, I guess that's Hamilton Chichek, the Edmonton lefty, with 2 quick strikeouts here in the bottom of the 7th, and he's quickly got 2 strikes on the TRU second baseman Jacob Anker. And Anker will foul that one away to keep the count at no balls and 2 strikes. Anker put a grounder to the shortstop, who will have it go through the wickets. So Anker will get on with an error to the shortstop, who watched that slow hopper kind of just elude him. Sure he'd want that one back.
Couple careers on shelves like Amazon distribution center. Hell, really hated Carl Roski for the dirty work.
But that keeps the WolfPack alive here in the bottom of the 7th. That'll bring the third baseman Carter Spencer up to bat.
When the hair salon is busy, going days like that river, Mississippi, freaky, like I sing with Pretty Ricky. Huh? Yeah.
Hamilton Chichek gets the outside edge, I guess, called for strike one. Spencer, who was called out on a check swing by the base ump in his last at bat. 1 for 3 in this game so far. And he'll put one to the right field foul territory. And quickly down 2 strikes. So 2 away here in the bottom of the 7th. Spencer with 2 strikes on him. Jacob Anchor, the runner at first. And Spencer puts one up the middle to the second baseman, who will tag the bag and get the out to end the inning. So going into the top of the 8th, the TRU Wolfpack holding on to a 6-1 lead against the Edmonton Collegiate Hawks. All right, Manny Recchi will come in to pitch for the TRU Wolfpack here on the top of the 8th. He'll relieve Zach Robinson, who went 7 complete innings, allowing 5 hits and 1 run, walking 2 and striking out 8 in his 7 innings of work. So Robinson will be happy with that outing. And this first pitch from Recchi will be a line drive out to center field that'll hop once to the center fielder Riley Hay, who will grab it on the hop. So the first batter is aboard for the Edmonton Collegiate Hawks in the top of the 8th with nobody out. Did these guys put Manny in pitching? Yeah. It's still showing up as Zach this one. Another shot out to center field. Riley Hay running back, and he'll make the catch. And that'll drive the Edmonton runner back to first base. So I think we're 3 pitches in, 2 shots to center field, 1 for a base hit, 1 for an out. And Manny Recchi will make his way back to the mound. outside pitch will go way outside foul territory for strike one. A swing and a miss by the Edmonton batter for strike two. And that looks like it's Selby. Selby is the Edmonton batter currently at the plate. And it'll be a swing and a miss by Selby, and Recchi will get his first strikeout of the game in the second out of the inning. And that'll bring Edmonton hitter Jake Rogensack up to the plate. The lefty will work with a runner on first. He does have two away. And that pitch won't get the call on the pitch or the check swing. So 1 ball to Rogensack. It'll be a swing and a miss. That brings the count to 1-1 here in the top of the 8th with 2 away. The Wolfpack with a 6-1 lead. Edmonton with 1 aboard here. And they'll be outside for ball 2. That ball is going to be chopped to the third baseman / shortstop. The only player on the left side of the infield as the Wolfpack play the shift. And that actually worked out well. That off-field hit, grounder was hit right to Spencer, who made the throw to second for the forced play out, and that ends the inning. As the Wolfpack have put zeros on the board ever since the top of the third. The top of the second when Edmonton scored a run to take a quick 1-0 lead, and TRU hasn't looked back since then, scoring 5 runs in the bottom of the second to go up 5-1. They scored another run in the bottom of the 4th, make it 6-1. And they'll go back to work here in the bottom of the 8th, looking to add to that. And Edmonton will bring back out the same pitcher they had, being Hamilton Chichak. Hamilton Chichak, who had a good inning pitching in the bottom of the 7th. The only base runner he allowed was actually an error to the shortstop. I don't believe he's allowed a hit. So the stats as they show right now, both teams credited with an error. I believe the Wolfpack error was to the pitcher, Zach Robinson, who deflected a grounder that came his way. TRU credited with 7 hits, Edmonton with 6. And the Wolfpack lead 6-1. It's the second time that's happened today. So Hayden Dolly, the batter for the TRU Wolfpack here in the bottom of the 8th, and he'll take a shot to center field. Left field is coming in, and he'll actually step in front of the center fielder to make that catch. So 1 pitch, 1 swing, and 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th. Good contact by Dolly. Just hung up there a little bit long and allowed the Edmonton left fielder to come in underneath him for the easy out. Right fielder Jared Sucro up to bat for the Wolfpack. Sucro watches ball 1. Sucro 1 for 3 today. And he'll put a shot to left field. That's right down the line. Sucro will be rounding first. He'll be going, and he stops. He holds up. Would have probably made it based on just how it got fielded when it came in, but conservatively, Sucro stops at first. And an excellent shot down the left field line. Third baseman didn't have a chance. Left fielder did a nice job getting on his horse over to grab that ball. That's why Sucro stopped from going to second, respecting the arm of the left fielder. And so the Wolfpack will go to work here with 1 away in the bottom of the 8th with Ryan Petrie at the plate and Jared Sucro, the runner on first. Be outside for ball 1. Sucro checked it first by Hamilton Chichik. Strike 1 called on Petrie. So a 1-1 count with 1 away here in the bottom of the 8th. Jared Sucro, the runner on first. Sucro with good speed and usually a threat to steal, but with a lefty on the mound, it'll make it a little bit more challenging for him. And he'll be checked back at first. Hamilton Chichik getting another call, strike there. Petrie not particularly happy. I think he thought that one was a little bit low. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Petrie with 1 away here. Sucro the runner on first. Petrie's 1 for 2 on the day. His hit was a rip to left field. This one will go to right field. A hopper between first and second. Right fielder bobbles it a little bit, but Sucro will hold up at second. Petrie holds up at first, obviously. And Sucro gets the second hit of the game with a chopping grounder that found its way between first and second and advanced Sucro to second. So runners on first and second for the Wolfpack. Petrie will be relieved of his running duties at first with Simon Crossfield coming in as a re-enter. So with 1 away here in the bottom of the 8th, the Wolfpack suddenly find themselves with 2 runners aboard. Swing and a miss to Gabe Powell, who will be the next TRU batter. Powell, the Wolfpack shortstop. 2 for 3 today with a triple. And that'll be outside for ball 1. So the count even at 1-1 to Powell here with 1 away. Sucro with a much more generous lead at second here now that the fact that the lefty on the mound isn't quite as dangerous. And that pitch will come in high for ball 2. Powell put one high and deep to right field. The right fielder is underneath it. Sucro will tag and go. He'll easily make it to third. Crossfield holds it first, drawing the throw into second. And Gabe Powell advances the runner to third. So runners on the corner now for the Wolfpack. with 2 away here, bringing Manny Recchi, the TRU left-handed hitter, up to the plate. Recchi, who came in to pitch last inning in relief of Zach Robinson, would love to help his cause here. He's got a runner on third that he could drive in, and Simon Crossfield on first, who he would love to advance. Recchi will put a hard ground ball down the first baseline, but way foul. Hamilton Chichik paints the outside of the plate for strike 2. So Recchi quickly down 2 strikes here in the count with 2 away and 2 aboard, and he'll go back to work. Crossfield's running to second. He'll get there standing up, uncontested. So that puts 2 runners in scoring position for the Wolfpack, with Sucro still on third, Crossfield now standing on second, and Manny Recchi working with a 1-ball, 2-strike count with 2 away here in the bottom of the 8th. And Recchi will put a hard line drive to center field, and it's going to go over the center fielder's head. So that'll score 2. Sucro's in standing up. Crossfield's in standing up. Recchi gets into third, and he slides into third safely for a 2 RBI triple. And you know that feels good for Recchi. That's his first hit of the game. And like I said, him being on the mound now, that helps his cause, and that gives the TRU Wolfpack an 8-1 lead here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Not sure if the center fielder lost it. He kind of seemed to be kind of caught in his tracks, and suddenly he realized that line drive that Recchi shot off the barrel just kept going. And by the time the center fielder turned to try and get underneath it, it was still going and went all the way to the fence. And Recchi was not going to let up. Recchi rounded second, went to third with 0 hesitation, and slid into third easily. Right. For the triple. That brings Lucas Miracle, the TRU catcher, up to the plate. So Miracle with a runner on third, but 2 away here in the bottom of the 8th. Wolfpack with 2 runs in this inning.
It's a ball.
And Recchi will watch, Miracle will watch first pitch come in for a strike. Miracle 1 for 3 today, batting .363 on the season. Goes to work here with 1 strike. And he'll put a shot down the first baseline, just foul. Edmonton very lucky that landed at just a few inches foul. That would have easily scored Recchi, and Miracle would have probably been easily into 2, considering third. But he'll go back to work, now down 2 strikes with 2 away here in the bottom of the 8th. And that'll be inside, that'll be a pass ball. Recchi's going to come in to score easily, standing up. And that gives the Wolfpack a 9-1 lead. And their 3rd run of the inning. So Wolfpack with a bit of a break there, with Miracle down 2 strikes, no balls here. And Edmonton looking to get out of the inning with just the 2 runs against, but that'll be the 3rd run on that pass ball. And Miracle will go back to work here, trying to get on base and starting the Wolfpack drive again. And that'll be a nice curveball for strike 3. Miracle just kind of looks up into the sky. I'm not sure if he agreed with the call, but from this perspective, it looked like it was there. So Hamilton Chichek gets out of the inning, but not before the TRU Wolfpack score 3 runs in the bottom of the 8th to take a commanding 9-1 lead here. Edmonton will have one last chance, and they'll have to come out and score 8 to tie the game in the top of the 9th and keep this game going. All right, so we're in the top of the 9th here at Norbrook. Manny Recchi back on the mound for his 2nd inning of work. And he won't get the call for ball 1. Looks like Kai Sheck is in left field. Simon Crossfield's back at first base. Otherwise, everything looks familiar. I got Carter Spencer playing third, Gabe Powell playing short. Shot down left field. Sprawling Spencer not able to get his whole glove on it. He deflects it, but just slows it down, but it still goes out with some zest out to Kai Sheck in left field. So the first batter is aboard for the Edmonton Collegiate Hawks here in the top of the 9th. Still going around the horn here. I got Jacob Anker playing second base. Like I said, Crossfield into first. Jared Sucro still playing right field, and Riley Hay still playing center field, and Lucas Miracle behind the plate. So inside for ball 1 to a new Edmonton hitter. That'll be swinging a foul ball for strike 1, evening the count at 1-1. Looks like the Edmonton hitter is David Chuck. So Edmonton right-handed hitter David Chuck at the plate. He does have a runner on first and nobody out, and he'll hit one back. Miracle will take that off the face mask on that foul tip.
Come on, Lupus!
Umpire buys Miracle a little bit of time to let the Tweety Birds go away, and Manny Recchi's up 1 ball, 2 strikes to David Chuck, the Edmonton batter. The base runner is Sakaguchi for Edmonton. And that'll be strike 3.
Sword!
I'm not sure if it was a check swing. I think the umpire just called a strike on the pitch. It was a breaking ball by Recchi that fell in there.
Left, right.
Edmonton bringing number 16 Holly up to the plate. So with one away here in the top of the ninth, Edmonton has one aboard. And what is currently their leadoff hitter in the lineup will go to work against Manny Recchi in pitching a second inning. And the runner goes to second. That ball's going to get away from Miracle. So no uncontested, I guess. No play at second with Sakaguchi sliding. I believe it's Sakaguchi sliding into second for the stolen base. So he's in scoring position now as Holly goes back to work with 1 ball, no strikes, with 1 away here in the top of the ninth. That'll be another foul ball for strike 1, evening that count. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Holly with 1 away here in the top of the ninth. WolfPack up by 8. Edmonton with a runner on second. A fastball missed just outside for ball 2. Oh, breaking ball for strike 2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes to the batter. Just a little bit high, maybe a little bit outside. Umpire didn't like it. Recchi was hoping for a call, but that brings the count to full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here. The top of the ninth. See the wind's dying down a little bit. I still see the flags flickering, but not the way they were earlier in the game. Oh, well, that'll be a swing and a miss, but it is a drop third strike. Miracle will go to first for the out. Or Crossfield makes the catch. The runner will stay on second. So a 2 away here in the top of the ninth. Edmonton will bring Braden Morris to the plate. Morris to try and keep the Hawks alive here with a runner on second and 2 away. Both teams back here tomorrow for a doubleheader. And Recchi's just outside for ball 1. Weather forecast is good, so we shouldn't have the same problems that we had today with hours and hours of field prep. Hopefully the tarp doesn't need to be brought out. And both teams should be playing under blue skies tomorrow. And that gets away from Miracle. Only for a few feet, but that's okay. They'll let the Edmonton base runner advance to third. And with an 8-run lead here in the top of the ninth and 2 away, I don't think anybody's too worried about it. And Recchi will go back to work on the batter who's got 2 balls, no strikes. And a curveball misses just outside for ball 3. So 3-0 to the batter. Behind inside for ball 4. So Recchi walks Morris. So Edmonton with now runners on the corners.
Let's go, baby!
2 away. Edmonton will bring a new batter to the plate. And it's number 11, Vanderwecken. So Vanderwecken at the plate. Recchi doesn't get the call for strike, so that makes it ball one. Edmonton with runners on third and first, 2 away here, top of 9. And Recchi just a little bit outside. So Recchi looking for his groove here to try and get the last out of the inning. And he'll get a swing and a miss from Vanderwicken. That'll bring the count to 2 ball and 1 strike. That'll be a swing and a miss for strike 2, a fastball down the middle. That evens the count at 2-2 here with 2 away in the top of the 9th. Runner goes, batter swings, and misses for the 3rd out of the inning, and that'll end the game with the TRU Wolfpack winning in dominant fashion 9-1. The Wolfpack who score 5 in the 2nd, 1 in the 4th, and 3 in the 8th. The tally 9 runs on 10 hits. They did make 1 error. The Edmonton Collegiate Hawks, who actually scored the first run of the game in the top of the 2nd, were goose eggs through 9 after that. And they'll come back tomorrow to try and seek revenge against the Wolfpack, who improved to 3-2 on the season. Edmonton falls to 1-4, and we'll have you back here tomorrow at Norbrock Stadium under what is promised to be sunny, warm skies, where the teams will battle out a doubleheader. Thank you for joining us here. You're up to date in the world of Wolfpack baseball.